Welcome to the LNPI yearly update. I am Shauna Overgard.
And I am Ann Person. A lot has happened in the past 365 days, and Shauna and I are here to give you the scoop. Shauna, what's the top story for this evening?
Well, let's turn it over to our remote correspondent, Heather.
We have had some astonishing results in the choline study so far with just the first few test subjects. Check out some of these photos. This first child was blind before choline and could only identify objects by touching. After choline, her sight and cognition are so much improved that she can drive a car. In this second photo, this child would jump into her younger sister's bassinet ready to pounce. After choline, they are getting along beautifully. This child, before choline, social skills were very primitive. He basically lived like a dog. Now he is able to enjoy normal activities with other children. Finally, in the last few photos, this child, again, her behavior was so terrible she had to be caged before choline. After choline, she's a sweet hula monkey. And this child was living like a wild animal in the Sahara before choline. After choline, he's a superhero.
Thank you, Heather, for that wonderful segment on the choline study. Additionally, this past year we had a virus scare in the lab where all of our server data was compromised. The event was frightening, chilling, and went something like this. I'm wondering what's going on over at Duke University. They seem to be up and matched with us with our F-burn subjects. Let's see where they're at. Oh, good Lord!
Oh no! What's going on?
I can't get onto grid!
Ah! What's gonna happen?
So, Shauna, Dr. Lim just told me that Duke has downloaded all of our subjects and that it was my fault because I went to their website.
Oh, Anne, I'm so sorry. I just called all of our subjects, and they all say that it's some sort of conspiracy, and they've already participated in the F-burn study.
What the heck?
Congratulations, Dr. Hecker. We loved your project idea. In fact, it was so good that we decided to give you an $8 billion grant and a new 3T scanner. Yay!
In general news, the university has decided to implement furloughs and shut down the university for 10 consecutive days. What will we do?
What will we do? I think in a perfect world, I would go to a sunshiny state or a sunshiny place, but I'll probably just do a whole lot of nothing and love everyone.
Mexico.
During the furlough, I'm going to be going to Iowa to visit my parents and the rest of my family. I hope everybody has a safe and happy holiday season.
During the furlough, I am going to visit my family in Canada while my husband works.
Alright, well I'm not going anywhere warm during the furlough, so I'm going to embrace winter by downhill skiing, playing broomball, and going ski touring with my dogs.
Okay, during the furlough, I think I'm going to take some time off to spend with the kids, which I haven't. And so maybe we'll put them in a van, put money together, and drive to visit my sister or something like that.
Hi, I'm Andrew Borgert. I'm part of the SIA Center. And during the furlough, I will be working on cocaine paper and maybe drinking, but mostly working on cocaine paper.
During the furlough, I have to come in to see Mom to work, so I have to do a video Christmas over iChat. I don't get to go home for Christmas this year.
During the furlough this year, I will be sailing in the Bahamas for my vacation.
So this year, during the furlough, I'll actually be going to my honeymoon, possibly in Jamaica.
During my break, I will be spending lots of good playtime with my son, Parker.
I'm actually going to be scanning during the furlough. I don't know if it would be a negative or a positive relationship with the scanner, but I'm going to be scanning Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing during the furlough.
What will I be doing during the furlough? I have to work. I will be in clinic, family medicine clinic over on Rice Street in St. Paul. I guess all the clinicians have to still go to work. So.
Well, it's really good to know what other people will be doing over this long break. In other news, if you visited the lab recently and thought you've accidentally found the library, you are not alone. Unfortunately, we've lost many valuable employees this year, making the lab a quieter place. Here are a few updates from our former lab mates. Paul has attempted to play music, slack off, and goof around all day, but unfortunately, he landed a job at the Center for Functional and Molecular Imaging at Georgetown University. Way to go, Paul.
Angie now spends her days lounging poolside with her girls.
Andrea is embracing the pressures of medical school, figuratively and literally.
Steve is thriving at Medtronic with 50 patents and counting.
Erin is running, waking up at noon, and leading hundreds of kids into their top choice colleges with her tutoring skills.
It's always difficult to lose people on our team. However, we have landed some new people.
Yes, we have.
Let's hear about that.
Hi, I'm Pete Kolash. I'm the new 3T Tech here at CMRR. I enjoy working with all these wonderful people. That's my favorite part of this job.
Hi, my name is George Han, and I'm a research assistant here at the LNPI working with Dr. Cullen. And my favorite things about the lab are Science Tuesdays and the treats that everyone brings to share.
Hi, I'm Dan Jensen. I work in Dr. Kumra's lab. This is my first year here. And I love working for the LNPI because we're on the cutting edge of research, and I love all the people that I work with.
Hi, I'm Christina Rickstead, and I work for Dr. Bonnie Clems-Dugan and Dr. Katie Cullen, and I work in their research lab. I'm one of the research coordinators, and I love working for them, and I just love the work. I love the study. It's really my interest area.
With all these new changes in the lab, we've just really had to increase our productivity. Additionally, when the scanner's been down, those of us who've been here haven't had as much to do, so we really needed, now that the scanner's back up, to get ourselves back into shape.
And I've read that deep brain stimulation can facilitate that.
Why, yes, Shauna, it can. Unfortunately, Dr. Lim happens to have such a device.
Who would have thought?
Yes. Well, I decided to be brave and be the first one to test out this new instrument.
You seem more productive, Anne.
Thank you.
All right, as you can see, we've now placed the transcranial direct current stimulation device placed bilaterally on the head via our patent-pending cerebral attachment device. As you can see, it's a very small device that we can take and adjust. So what we're going to do is we'll turn it on, and now we're going to turn the current up. All right, we let the subject sit with current placed for just about 10 seconds. Watch them wiggle around a little bit. All right, and then we turn the current back down. As before, what do you know about space?
Well, I know a lot about space. Let me tell you the history of space exploration. Never in the history of exploration has there been an undertaking quite like Apollo, driven by wounded pride and the military threat implied by early Soviet space achievements, particularly the stunning flight of Yuri Gagarin.
Next, they tried it on Autumn to increase her Python knowledge. I thought she knew everything about Python.
Well, now she does.
We're going to do a little stimulation here. First, we'll turn the device on. Now we'll turn up the current. All right, we're displaying the appropriate generalized twitching that we like to see. All right, and that's about enough there. We'll turn the device off. Okay, then to test the baseline, Autumn, can you describe Python to me?
Oh, you mean the high-level integrated object-oriented scripting language?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interpretive, interactive, and object-oriented, and it's a beginner language.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Lastly, we tried this device on Heather to see if it could boost her knowledge on choline.
All right, now we will check once again to see what the response has been to the stimulation. Heather, can you tell me what choline is? Uh-oh, we can cut.
Well, I guess we have a little bit to work on there with that deep brain stimulation. Well, that's the end of our video, folks. Thanks so much for watching.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next year.
Have a happy holiday season.